And ladies and gentlemen, we are a little bit late today. I went on Rumble as well. I didn't change my set and I should have changed it. I will. We'll change it next time. I got a shorter delay on this. I've gave me a longer delay on my Rumble feed. Rumble only. I should have shared the shared. I forgot you changed different profiles. My sound finally loaded, so let's see if we got sound now. I'll probably have to set up the sound. Give me just a second. That's what I was waiting on. I'm a little late, but I'm working on a project right now. So I may be a late every Monday if I have to be. That's okay. The show is between 12 and 4 p.m. And I'm probably not going to stay on real long today. I'll probably make it a short feed, a shorter, because I've got to do some things after I get off. And I'm having the HMDI problems as usual. I gotta hunt those new ones up. That guy's on his last legs. He's getting where he goes out all the time on me. There it is. See if we got Sam. We got Sam. Okay. Let me get in and then we'll get in. That HMDI is gone, man. It's gone. It's got a break in it somewhere. I'm gonna leave the logo up until I get in. Cause sometimes this don't always work well. And we are in for this Monday. And no, I am not going to get on here on Twitch and discuss what I've been discussing this morning. You can't talk about that subject. Oh yeah, I forgot. I got to switch. I'm gonna have to fix that sound. I put it on voice last night. Yeah, it's sharp. It's cutting through my ears. Voice is loud. I talk about the EQ on the computer. I hate I've had to go to this. I miss when I could just hear my sound. If I could go back to last month, I would gladly not update that driver on my sound because I cannot hear my computer anymore. I kid you not, it's made it low. It's made it so low I can't listen to videos. I can't listen to music. I don't have no plug-in speakers, so I don't use any. So I've had to download an equalizer to louden my sound. Now it sounds almost like it did, but the only thing is it's got effects on it. Like the TV, for instance, which is the best one that works with the gaming, has like a little echo on the back of it. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do today. She probably should earn some cash. Maybe I'll go racing. Let's do some races. Remember, I'm wearing the American flag glasses because I'm American first. I'm America first, and that means I put America first over all nations, and I can say that. That's all I'm gonna say. And I don't care who I make mad. I see they're attacking MTG for what she said this morning. She's 100% accurate. America's tired of these foreign wars. We don't want to be involved with the foreign wars. And if you ain't down with that, I'm sorry. But I call that America first. That's what I call America first. You ain't down with that, I'm sorry. I'm not going to say anything that I can't say. I'm going to respect Twitch's policy. But at the same time, I'm going to say, don't call yourself America first if you're voting for foreign wars. Don't call yourself American first. You're something, but you're not America first. You're not like the Democrats. I won't count you over there as sorry as them. You're not as sorry as them. Who wants to bring in all this communist stuff? But now, if you're supporting other wars, you are not America first. Don't call yourself America first. We don't need no wars. We need to get out of the wars. We have been doing this stuff since the 60s. And it's time it needs to end. Vietnam. That ruined a lot of people, by the way. A lot of people came home damaged from. Plus, they had to come home and put up with the people mistreating them. Not only were they insulted and sent off to war, they were mistreated when they came home. A double whammy, y'all. I don't count you as sorry as the Democrats, and I'm not attacking you. I'm just saying I'm seeing some people attacking MTG, and she's right. Let's do the bike. Oh yeah, I don't race bikes too well on this one. But we'll do a land race. I'll do a land race. She's about almost 60. She's getting up. I can't believe I've kept her poor all these years by barely doing anything with her but riding around. That was silly. They're talking about years. I wasted years, man. I set her up at least 5, 6 years ago. My videos go back to 18 and 19. I was running into some of them. That's sad that she's 57 and she's the original. That other one's the new one. That one over there on the Xbox. Try that Honda. I'm gonna keep it purple. Yeah, don't worry. I'm not attacking you or anything. I'm disagreeing with being America first. That's the only thing and I'm not insulting you. Donald Trump even turned down their strike, and I'm glad of that. By the way, that's what we voted for. Now, if you have to, have to. I got another theory on things. I'm not. That's what I'm going to leave off here. You can go read it on my Twitter and my Facebook. I will say this: 10-7 was an inside job. That's all I can say. But if I do get kicked off on Twitch, you can find me on Rumble. I'm not an anti-Semite. And I will continue to do the Monday show. But I tried to be respectful. I tried not to say anything too over the board. Because I am being respectful. I'm thinking about those concert goers that lost their lives. So war could get started. And think about the ones they kidnapped and kept hostage. And what about the poor little girl they paraded around on their vehicle? Like she was a piece of meat. And then she was assaulted again with the media. And it was all for Netanyahu and his war machine. And I'll just be careful about what I say. See, they could have prevented that. They could have secured that. They could have secured that concert better than they did. That wasn't the plan. We all knew it all along anyway. I mean, Israel has one of the most sophisticated armies going. By the way, those crafts I seen years ago, they're military style crafts. They even look just like them. The only thing is, I didn't see no bombs dropping out of them. But now they look just like what I seen. They're like triangles in the sky and you can't hardly see them. They're kind of invisible to the eye. They kind of reflect the sky. We saw them in 17. They hovered over our house for weeks. My mama said something to one of the utility guys and they disappeared. We went out. I told her, I said, just watch that. You told him that they're going to disappear. Well, sure enough, they disappeared. We didn't ever see them again. This is July 17. I'm talking about 2017. Some kind of crafts were hovering over our house every night. They were big. They were like triangles, but you couldn't hardly see them. That's what I see when I'm watching the war footage on Iran. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing those crafts. Exactly, they look exactly to the T. How I seen them. I think I may have a video somewhere. I think I got it out and reshared it not too long ago. From 17. Oh no, I don't want to quit. Let's see what we can do, because I'm trying to earn some money. Show me that money. We're also winning some points too, if you notice. She's almost 60. She's 57. Heinz 57. That was always one of my favorite. You want to know what my favorite steak sauce was? Heinz 57. It's where you took barbecue. It's where you take barbecue and you can actually make it yourself. You take a little stint of either Worcestershire and ketchup, but you don't go too. You have to go a little further than barbecue. It's sort of like you stir. You can. And there's another way too. You like say if you got some A1 and some ketchup, you stir the A1 and ketchup up, and that's the Heinz 57. See, I knew how to make it even when I didn't have it. If you go too light on the Worcestershire, it's it becomes a barbecue sauce. But if you stir it just right, you can make you some Heinz 57. I learned that as a kid. Sometimes we couldn't buy it or it was too expensive, and my parents were cheap. They wouldn't buy stuff that was too expensive. Like we mainly drunk. We didn't drink the brand drinks. We didn't drink Pepsis, and we didn't drink Pepsis and Coca-Colas unless you could get them on sale. We drank the generics. We drank those store brands. You could usually find Shastas cheap too. We'd buy either, but I didn't really like them too well. I like the store brands better than them, even though I think they bottled them. By the way, years ago, a manager told my mother that they're either like so many weeks they'd be Coke, and so many weeks they'd be Pepsi, and so many weeks they'd be some of the other manufacturers. So it just depends on whatever week you were, what your generic drink was. I hope you're enjoying these streams. I'm trying to make them more professional. I'm not succeeding at times. And sometimes I go on my old rants. I'm going to try to stop that. Nobody wants to hear you rant your crap. They're trying to, when they're watching gaming, they're trying to escape what's going on in this world. Especially other people's BS that you're not even involved in. You know, I don't even go around getting involved in other people. I'll see people posting things. I might comment here and there, but I don't get involved. You know, a lot of people, they go get involved. It's like some political statement, some, what do they call that? Armchair justice? Where the whole bunch stacks up against you. If it doesn't involve me, it doesn't involve me. I might think, oh, that's bad, man, but I ain't gonna get involved. I ain't gonna go publicly attack people. Jump on some little public lynching bandwagon. Whoa! We had an explosion here on this Monday edition of GTA. I'm gonna try to play something else for after this, though. I'm talking about later, or like tonight, or tomorrow, or when the next time I get on. Like I said, I got some things to do when I get home, so. Like they go around stacking all their little friends up again. I don't have to have it. If people say support me, that's fine. If they don't, I'm my last word. And I don't care what anybody else says. So once I say it, I don't care. Now I might I might give you a rebuttal to, if I don't like how you responded to my response, I might give you a rebuttal, but now I don't have to have the public's backing on me. See, I count my word as I count the buck stops with me. And I don't need nobody else's approval. I'm that way with my music and everything. I don't need no one else's approval. If I approve, that's all that matters. Now, sometimes I don't approve. I'm listening to my new recording and I'm not as happy with it as I have been in past recordings. I mean, it's okay, but I did do a lot of experimentation on it. So I'm looking at it that it was an experiment and I didn't like it, so I know not to do it again, especially the poppy stuff. If I do poppy, I'm going to make sure the poppy's better. It's going to be fast beat. It's going to be fast beat and stuff like, get into the groove, boy. Like that, it's going to be something fast. It's going to be something, or something. Watch out, here I come. Bum, 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 bum. And I'm not saying I'll do stuff like that. I'm just saying that it's going to be fast. It's going to be, it's going to have something that catches me. It's not going to be slow. Of course, that was a song that was kind of, I was calling out people turning stuff around on me that wasn't my fault. I didn't even start. So, but it was just one little song, but the Alien song too. I want to redo the Alien song, but not because of the music. It's the vocal I'm not happy with. I wasn't happy with it then. I just got tired. I was having trouble recording. To be honest, I got sick twice. I took the flu twice or something like that. And I decided I'm wrapping this thing up. And it was about one of the last songs I worked on. But I'm going to go back. I'm going to redo some new vocals for it. Then I'm going to release it as a single. I'm even going to make some new versions of it. Experiment with it. I maybe take it and make it a metal song or an industrial song. Or maybe an old-fashioned rock and roll song. Maybe even a country song. We shall see. But if I ever touch country, it's going to be real country, y'all. It ain't going to be that bullshit you hear on the radio that they pass off as country today. That is crap, man. That's not country. It's something, but it ain't country. It's some southern pop. You know, they had southern rock. I guess you could call it southern pop. It's southern pop is what it is. It's not country. And I don't care if I offend some of the Jelly Roll fans. That is southern pop. That's not country. It's pop with a country flavor to it. All that country rap. That's just pop. It's pop, y'all. It's countrified. It's southern pop. Country fried pop. It ain't country. Country stuff like I closed out last night with This Ain't Mexico and that other song, whatever I closed out with. Now that's real country. You got the fiddles going. And the steel guitar. That's southern fried pop. It ain't country. Now, I'm not assaulting them. Just like I'm not assaulting those other people that want to see war. I'm not insulting them. Because some of them may be more conservative than I. I'm not that conservative. I'm liberal in some areas. And I say it not kind of with pride, because pride cometh before the fall. But I say it in a way where I'm at least glad for myself. Because that's what makes me different than a lot of people. Some people are either liberal or conservative, and I'm flim-flamsy. I actually like my flim-flamsies. Some people would count it as but I count it as I'm different. I'm not like everybody else. You might find some people here and there that are like me, but I'm not like the majority. I've never rode with the majority. I've always been kind of the oddball. So I don't want to be like the majority. I want to be me. And that's a part of me. Been part liberal, part conservative. Uh-oh, but I'm anti-war. But not anti-military. You see, there's a difference. I'm anti-war, not anti-military. I think we need a strong defense. We need to kill back the offense. Like, I have no problem with Trump having his parade. First of all, they were celebrating the bicentennial. He decided to do it on his birthday. And the first year he got back in office. Because they did everything to take him out. They did everything to make sure that he wasn't president. He's president. He's still their president. Even after their little protest, he still woke up on Sunday morning and he was president. And he's going to be president for the next 4 years. I liked his response. I seen his response. He said, I thought some king replaced me or something. He thanked them. He thanked them for their protest. He said, y'all kept me as president, and I'm still your president. I loved his response. You can't beat that. You can't beat that. I don't care that they protest. I see liberals on there going on, MAGA can't stand. I know, I like it. I like sin. I tell y'all, I like opposition to government. I'm anti-government. Now, I agree with the stuff that Trump's doing. Most of it. Some of it I don't. I'm going to tell you, there's some issues that I have with him. If he starts cucking to the vaccine industry again, he's going to lose me again. Where that's concerned. I'm glad to find out that he didn't necessarily back these strikes. Because I don't back them. It's not that I like Iran. It's not that I like Iran. I'm no friend of Iran's. I'm America first. I'm no friend of any country when it comes to that. I'm America first. We'll strike them if we need to. And I think that he let that happen so he could strike them, and that's getting another level. That's called provoking your own fight for your cause. That's allowing something to happen so you can benefit from it. In other words, you're allowing yourself to be insulted, or should I say, let his country be insulted, so he could benefit and go strike the leaders. And that's what I think happened. It's what I think. I could be wrong. And I'm not damning or condemning. I'm just saying that's wrong, if that's what happened. Oh. Oh! I ain't never going to do this because it's a motorcycle. And I don't drive motorcycles too well on the PS5. Come on, man, let's do it. Let's do it. We done it. And you're not going to see me going on no tirades against the country itself. My problem is with Netanyahu. And as far as I tell, nobody likes him. I hear even Israelis don't like him. But you know, there's been presidents I didn't like either, so it just goes with the territory. Thank God he's nothing to me. I don't have to, but now we do have, like I say, if he gets a big, if it turns into something big, and hopefully it won't, because I've been hearing some other talkers on that, and I could kind of agree. Like, is China and them going to really lose money over two little countries? Now they might. Some of their simulations, and I heard Jones talking about this yesterday. It was past. It was because I was Friday and I was listening. I was waiting on Sundays to be posted. I was listening Fridays, but I usually watch it, post it. Listen, actually, I listen. And what was I saying? Something Jones had said. I got distracted. Maybe it wasn't meant for me to say. Oh yeah, there's simulations. Even the AI, even all their army simulations, Shall we play a game? You remember that movie? The War Games? He said all the simulations that's printed has come out that there might be a nuclear strike with this. That's not good, y'all. That's not good. So just remember when you're war cheering, that don't mean it happened. God's in control. What God says goes, and nothing's going to happen unless God says it. It's like Rodney, he gets up there and preaches. Man wants to do things, and God wants to do things. And God's always going to come out on top no matter what man wants to do. But that don't mean it can't happen. You got some biblical tribulations that's written about in the Bible. And some of them were so bad that he told them to seal it up and not put it out there. It kind of makes me wonder if it made some of those other writings. Maybe even commented on his thoughts or something and put it in those other writings that's hid somewhere. But God told him to seal it up in the book of Revelation. There's things written in that Bible that wasn't written. That means there's some horrible times coming for humanity. And you got to remember, whether you believe what it was or in the 1940s, Hitler was allowed to kill a lot of people. The communists were allowed. I think the communists overdid him. We hear about him all the time. But I think the communists, including Mao and that other schmuck, Stalin, that died on the floor, had got a death fitting a king. He got a death fitting an evil king. He suffered for hours on the floor. A death befitting a horrible person. He suffered. They said he suffered because he made people suffer. Like, say, like we could have you would have a town. He was started out as a social justice warrior, but he was the social justice of the social justice. In other words, his social justice was the only thing that mattered. Like, say, if there's a bunch of Russians, I saw Reagan's documentary on this. He put out in the 60s. Like, say, if Russians were protesting anything, you know what he did? Like, say, you want to talk about Trump being a king? You know what Stalin would have done if you'd been out there to present no kings? I'll tell you what Stalin would have done. He'd sent the machine guns in, and they'd gunned you down. Go look it up. Towns would be protesting what he'd be doing, and he'd go and just gun down all the people. So you want to talk about kings and a death befitting a king? I think Stalin and them outdid Hitler. Stalin and Mao were two pieces of trash. Stalin and Mao were two pieces of garbage. Garbage on the face of the earth. So sometimes garbage, and some of those people were Christians. Don't kid yourself. Some of those people that Stalin and them were tormenting were Christians. So things can happen to you even under God and even in the Bible. And even with Jesus ruling over you. That's what they think. I got Jesus, kill them all. Praise the Lord. Bomb those towel heads. Bomb the kingdom come. Bomb the Muslim. Bomb the kingdom come. I got Jesus, because I got Jesus. I can bomb all the people I want, 'cause I got Jesus. I can go to the altar and say, God, forgive me. I got Jesus. Sorry, y'all. I'm not mocking Christians. I'm not mocking you, Lord. You know what I'm talking about? It's that same thing. We're from America. We're from America. Oh, where we eat our young. I say it all the time anyway. I just did it a different way. They get in the church, they sing, they praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Bomb them, Lord. Bomb them, Lord. Praise you, Jesus. Woo-hoo, we're going to get some more today. Praise you, Jesus. We're going to get to rain some hellfire on some sinners. Raise some hellfire on some sinners. That's exactly what they do. God-given. Try out a song about that. Hey, man, take a look around. Can't you see what's right in front of you? No more time to waste. You don't want to get left behind because it all comes down right now. I'm forgetting some of the lyrics. What is there to see? Just put your faith in me. Wouldn't want to be tied to the wrong piece of wood. Okay, Jesus. As long as they're tied to that piece of wood, as long as they're tied to that cross, they can kill all of them. They can go out here and be mean to people. They can tear people down. Oh, but I got Jesus. I got Jesus. I'm good. I'm happy. I got Jesus. I'm cutting down all those disabled people. I can make them feel like garbage. I got Jesus. I deal with a big fat one that does that. I'm gonna go get started on her again. She sits on there and has enough nerve to pray Jesus and stuff after she attacked our family. Well, I don't believe no Jesus is with her. I got Jesus. I'm gonna tell y'all, yeah, sometimes I'm ungodly, but at least they did something first. It ain't no excuse. I'm still gonna be without excuse. But it also says woe to the one who brings it. That verse ain't there for a reason. I'm going to be in trouble for handling it wrong. A bad reaction. I got Jesus. They do that when they go to war too, y'all. I'm probably going to piss some people off. I'll probably get some unfollows. They'll just have to. Let's be honest. You know, that's another thing why people don't want to believe in God. They see how mean some of us are. And then they think, if that's him, I don't want nothing. Because you're representing him. You're like in Congress, like Congress represents us. You're representing him. And then people see that. That's what their God is. Their God's mean and evil. I'll choose the devil. That's what happens. That's what happens. Even though the devil's the one that's the most worse, because he don't really care that they're killing themselves. He don't care that they're mangling their bodies and they're doing all kinds of things and they're killing babies. He don't care. You want to know why he don't care? Because he wants you destroyed like him. He already fell. He fell when God got rid of him. And he wants you to do the same. So he loves you for that. Because he would hate you if you did otherwise. And I'm not saying you're going to be perfect and you're still going to fall. I'm just saying that he wants you to be in sin. He wants you to destroy yourself. He wants you out there. He wants you to be that OnlyFans girl sleeping with 1,000 men. So you're making yourself dirty. He wants all this junk that's bad for us. He wants you high on drugs. He wants you killing your body. So he can kill you early and get you in hell, hopefully, with him. Now, God sometimes foos him, and I hope he's fooled him more than we know. It'd tickle me if I got to heaven. You know what would tickle me, even though I'm mean to some of these people that I get mad at? You know what would tickle me if I found out about our Jesus? And how big he's big, you know. You know what would tickle me? If I got there and I learned that a lot of these situations where people died and thought somebody was going to hell, and they didn't go to hell, and he showed up right before the end. You know, I'm going to tell you an example of this, and I don't know whether he was hallucinating or it was real. Sam Kinison, that guy, he was a rebel. He drank. He kept women around. He cussed like a sailor. And they said when they pulled him out of the car, he was talking to Jesus. He was shocked that he was crying because he was seeing Jesus. He didn't think he was going to see him. You know, it would tickle me if thousands and millions of people that happen that way. Because in a way, Satan wants to rob you of your eternity because he's robbed. It would tickle me if that would be the case. And I tell you, I think I'd praise Jesus a little more if I get there and I realize he did that. Because it would be funny. Because you know, if they're not technically dead yet, they're not dead yet. Once they're dead, he can't reach them. But now, it sure would be something. Now, you don't want to depend on that. That's why you don't want to. People says, well, if that happens, well, then I can just live and be in and then die and be saved. No, you don't want to do that because you don't know what had happened. No. Yes, there are two paths you can go by, but in the long run, there's still time. You don't want to. There might be still time, but now there might. What if there's not time? We don't know what our hour is. We don't know what our hour is, y'all. But now it would tickle me if I got there and I realized that he showed up right before the person died. I mean, that'd be such a laugh to say. Really, it would be such a big kill to him because he worked hard to make this person, and the person went to hell. And then Jesus shows up at the last minute, right? The last strike of midnight before the person's life escaped their body. And he says, "Hey, son, I'm here." Oh, Jesus, you showed up. And that person goes to heaven with him, just like that guy on the cross that died beside him. That would be amazing, man. That would be so amazing of our Lord. And I wouldn't put it past him. I wouldn't put it past him, no. But that is the number one thing that spooks people away from God. It's dirty, mean Christians. And I'm going to tell y'all something, and I may not be popular for saying this, especially with conservative Christian people. That's why I don't even like really talking about it. I try to shy away from it. But then I feel maybe God wants me to say it. Because, he said it. He told the Pharisees. And it costed him his life. So if it costed him his life, I can cost myself a few followers. I could cost myself a few followers. And then, of course, there are people that just don't believe in something they can't see. And I'm going to tell you, I was one of those. I am so grateful. So grateful he treated me how he did. Because, he could treat me like how the Christian community preaches. He could have treated me that way. And guess what would have happened? I'd have been one of the Marilyn Mansons. I'd have been one of the ministry guy, whatever, Al Josephson. By the way, I think he just don't trust anything. I don't think he's been satanic. I'm going to tell you about Al. I think it's Marilyn Manson may be the same, by the way. He don't discuss a lot of that stuff. He puts it in cryptic lyrics that are very cryptic, but yet they seem like they have a meaning, but you still have to just figure out whether they're what he's talking about. He's got some of the best lyrics. I think Al's the same way. I'm not even sure about Trent. I've seen him do some very wicked things with the name of God and stuff, but I don't even know about Trent. Because you listen to that God given. These people, they think they can just crap on people and they're God given and they go to church and, oh, I can just get by with it. I can. And there's nothing biblical about that, by the way. There is nothing, there's reap and sow. You do good, you do get good. You do bad, you get bad. Let's go to the casino and gamble, son. Since you earned some money. She earned 332. 332. She almost earned 333, which is a great number. You add those other numbers up together, though, it might have added up. That works too. They do the numerology thing. Zeros and ones. I don't mean that I'm not targeting Christians. I'm just saying that sometimes we praise Jesus about things we shouldn't praise Jesus about. Probably me sometimes too. I've probably been guilty of it as well. I know I was guilty in the past, so I pray it for you, I guess, the other day. Back when I was stupid and I listened to the news TV got your brain. And then later on, I turned on what's his name there. He was telling me back then. He was kind of coming in back then telling me. And I didn't even hear him back then. TV got your brain. You're staticking in and out. TV got your brain. TV got your brain. Same song, just different version. Same song, different version. TV got your brain. TV got your brain. Saddam Hussein bad. TV got your brain. Saddam Hussein evil. TV, and I'm not saying he was good. I thought about this though. God was kind of with him in the desert for a few months. He got away from them for 10 months. I wish they'd never caught him. Because he was an evil man. But what they did was twice as evil. To get us into a war. Oh yeah, we weren't going to do the pizzas today. We did the races. I love my little green car. And I'm smashing it up though. TV got your brain. Boy, I had some big repenting to do. But I have come full circle. And I still get it wrong every now and then. I think I got it when, here's what happened. I was in bed one morning. I told this yesterday, but I thought I left a part out of it. Here's what I left out. I remember what fully sparked it. Okay, ISIS had went through the town of Nineveh and destroyed it. And that morning I happened to remember Jonah was about Nineveh. And I got it up because I couldn't sleep. And then I realized that what Jonah was repenting, what he was running from. That's when I finally realized. See, I just thought he ran. When I was young, I'd hear that story, I'd think, Jonah was a coward. He didn't want to do it for the Lord. No, it wasn't. He was a coward. He was even much worse. He wanted God to rain fire. That's what I'm talking about. So, yeah, those evil towelheads rained the fire on. He wanted God to rain the fire on him, and then God was telling him, I want to spare him. And here's Jonah. I don't want you sparing them, Lord. I hate those people. I ain't going to preach to them. You ain't going to make me preach to them. And he ran. He got in the belly of the whale. Yeah, all kinds of things happened to him, too. Shipwreck. He didn't want to preach to them. He didn't want them saved. He was even fighting the Lord there in the end. Go read the end of it. He's fighting the Lord to the very end on that. But God picked him because of his evil heart. That's the reason he did it. Because he was having an evil heart when he was doing that. He was having a black heart. And that don't mean he wasn't a prophet and it wasn't good. That just means he was evil where that was concerned. He wanted to see him destroyed. And God was dealing with his heart there. God said, just because you want them destroyed, I'm going to make you preach to them. I'm going to make you tell them that I want them to repent.
Take your time.
Repent? I don't want them to repent. I want you to rain your fire down on them, Lord. I'm not going to do this. I'm going to run. So he ran. And he ran. He ran so far away. He couldn't get away. He couldn't get away. You don't want that kind of heart. And I have to smack me around sometimes about that. That's what I was saying. And that song's a prime example. Because I count it satanic. I'm going to tell you, because there wasn't nothing good to come out of any of that. Even after 9/11, nothing good come out of taking out that Iraq. Nothing. If anything, it was only bad come out of it.
Bets are done. Let us begin. Bets, please. Where are the others? The cats
See what she gets.
Win for the dealer.
Ah, man. We always lose.
Another?
Just got us into years of war. The quagmire, as Mr. Ted Kennedy used to
All
say.
bets are closed.
Got
Best
us
of
into the
luck, everyone.
quagmire. The gift that keeps on giving. The gift that keeps on giving. There's no telling what we're going to get for this Iranian thing. Now, I'm going to tell you, it would be good if those got away and went away and fell. Because there's a lot of good Iranians who don't like them.
Enjoy. Don't be reckless.
You want to go
There's
ahead?
a bunch of Iranians that does not like them, and they're just stuck with them.
Bets, please.
But now here's the
Bets are
thing.
done. Let us
That's their
begin.
fight. You see, it's not our fight or even Israel's fight to overturn them. It is their fight. Now Israel has to deal with them,
Place your
so
bets.
they may feel like they're justified. And I can actually say that's their fight. But now that should be their fight. We shouldn't be involved. And I don't care who likes me saying
Dealer wins.
I'm not anti-Israel.
One more. Put up your bets.
But now what I think
All bets
went
are
down with
closed.
that,
Best of luck,
I
everyone.
think it was allowed because they got some of the best security, y'all. And I'm thinking he wanted a reason.
Bets, please.
I'm thinking Yahoo wanted a reason. And if that's what happened, I gotta say that's wrong.
Win for the dealer.
If I get past that 800, I leave.
Another? Please place your bets. Bets are done. Let us begin. Put up your bets.
Okay, here we go. She's 790. Uh, let's see what she gets.
Dealer wins.
I gotta walk away. I can't lose all her money.
The way it goes sometimes.
Let's try some blackjack. I kind of don't do the spin
You
much.
have kind eyes. Guess I'll see you later.
You have kind eyes. That's roulette. I actually went to the roulette. I'm looking for the blackjack. Let's see. Where's the blackjack? See blackjack? That's the pocket poker.
Nice to see you again.
Poker. I want the blackjack. I think it's over here. That's the wheel. Blackjack. We finally got to it.
Look who we have here. Bets?
I don't mean I'll win, but I like the
Bets are
blackjack.
now closed.
He's got a southern voice.
And 19. Care for another card?
Should I do another?
We have 11. And we have 21. Look at that. Dealer wins. Let's get those bets in. And no
Here we go.
mistakes. Good luck, folks. And 20. And we're at 11. Another card? Ooh, bust.
Oh, man.
Here's 20. And the dealer wins.
He sounds like a smart ass.
Bets are now closed. Got us a 15. And a 10. It. 21. 14, 16, and the house has bust. Bets, please. And no more bets. Good luck, folks. We have a 6. 5. Care for another card? We have 11. Another card? And we're at 11. Look at that. Dealer wins. Let's get those bets in. Bets are now closed. And 13. It
18.
That's 19. Care for another card? That is 15.
I won. I'm going to walk away.
Maybe take a walk around the floor and come back later, huh?
I'm going to walk away. Indeed, I'll probably get ready to end here because I got some post things to do about what I was doing earlier. But I did want to at least get on because last week I slept through it. I didn't actually forget, I slept through it. I was asleep, man. I was asleep. I think I've technically missed 2 Mondays out of the whole thing, so I look at that as a success. I think I've only missed 2 out of the whole time I've been doing it. Started in April. We're in June now. I'm sure before it's all over, there'll be more misses. I did it on Rumble today. It is not necessarily scheduled for Rumble. So I'm going to tell you, if you did watch me on Rumble today, you can mainly see me on Twitch because it's technically a Twitch show.
Is there something I can help you with?
I just decided to put it on Rumble too.
Goodbye. Wait, why does it spin both ways?
Because Rumble's where I'm usually at. I spend most of my time on Rumble. So I thought I might as well be there on Mondays as well. And I'm not necessarily 100% ready to go yet. I'll do a few more things before I get off.
What? Who said that? A blog.
And if you're watching this video and you want to participate, like say right now we're doing GTA on Mondays. But now I'm open for such suggestions of good games. Now maybe it was something you'd like to see me try. And if I have the ability to get it. Like I said, if it's on Xbox, it's on the Switch 1. I don't have Switch 2. I heard somebody, by the way, say that WWE 2K18 is not playable. It is playable even on the old one, but I mean it's slow. Slow as fuck. But I am open to suggestions. Maybe you'd like to see some of the sports games on Monday. Football, basketball, baseball. And I need to get out of baseball game and play it. It is baseball season. I ain't played one baseball game. What team should I back? My local team is Braves. My secondary team is Cubs. I'll tell you why. When I was a kid, I watched both the Cubs and the Atlanta Braves. So both teams, I count them as my teams. The only time I was ever in trouble was when they both played each other. And then I'd usually side with Atlanta because Atlanta was near. I'm telling y'all though, when I was a kid, we were lucky. My daddy, y'all know he was obsessed with Grand Ole Opry, and he went and got one of them converters really, really early, like in the early 80s. Because they got this channel called the Nashville Network, which we were on, by the way. That's that channel we was on with Billy Ray. Um, and we had it in the early, like there when I was a little boy. We had a converter box. We had cable. We had TNN. But what come along with it was a channel called WGN. And they show cartoons and they have Bozo the Clown. We watch Bozo. And so sometimes the ball games would be on when my cartoons are supposed to be on. But I just sit and watch it, because I like the Braves. But it'd be Cubs. So over the years of watching the Cubs, I became not only a Braves fan, but a Cubs fan too. So like I said, the only time I was ever in trouble was when they played each other. And then I would choose Atlanta. Me and my sister both, we did that. But now I'm not saying she likes the Cubs. She's the Braves. I think she's Braves. I think she's Braves all the way. But now me, I like both. I still like both. We grew up watching Braves and Cubs, just so y'all know. But now I'll tell you, I'm not really the big sports watcher anyway. I'd be what you call casual fan. Russo calls the casual. He has the marks and then the casual fans. I'd be a casual sports fan, and I'm proud of that. Because some people are just over obsessed with sports, and that's all they think. They shit, breathe, and fart and piss sports. And I was never one of those people. Now, I can see why. Because y'all hear me, I can get excited when I'm doing them basketball games. And I'm playing that basketball in that game. In that game, I get excited at the football games too when I start winning. So y'all can see, I'm going to tell y'all something, and I would have never saw this. This has been even food to me, by the way. I tell you, I always rebel against myself. Sometimes. Do y'all know I enjoy playing the football more than I do baseball games? I'm talking about playing the game. I really get into those football games, man. And I didn't even like watching it. I didn't even want nothing to do with it. They tried to get me to play it because the Calhoun kids were all giants, and our kids were like, I kid you not, they were little squats. These kids look like they didn't even hit puberty. Dalton's boys look like they didn't even hit puberty. Skinny little arms, short little shrubs. I know what I'm talking about. That's too big for them. Skinny little arms, short little shrubs. And they would always want me to play for them. And I'd always turn them down. Because I didn't like football too well. I was the anti-football. Head of the class, unpopular. Well, I won't tell you, I would have never ever dreamed that I could have gotten involved with football. And I'm going to tell y'all, I could probably watch it now. That's something in the past you couldn't have caught me doing it. But, man, it's football. This is lame. Get me away from this. I could probably watch it now. Because I'm telling you, I get into it. I really get into it when I'm starting to play those video games. And that's been the kicker to me, because that's something, I guess in some ways they always tell you to do something you didn't do. I guess that was the one thing I did that I didn't suspect. I would have never even suspected. Look at that car. It's parked. I'm going to steal it.
Dude, I love that car.
Wish I knew one of her open garages. Let me go back and paint it. I'm going to find one of her empty garages. Yeah, if it ain't one of these, I'll find one of the others. She's got them. So she's got so many. I don't even know how many she's got. She's got them hidden in places I don't even remember. I know that. I know that behind that gun shop out there is one of them. Is that the gym? So I'm gonna paint this car.
Hey, nice car.
I'm gonna paint it and try to keep it. There it is. I just come in the wrong way.
Bunch of sweet nothings in my pocket for a little pick-me-up. You should try it. Right on.
Just take it in there. I'll get them here in a little bit. Got some packages. I think I know what it is. It's no toy or any of that. It's batteries, I think. I'm pretty sure it's batteries. I needed some new batteries. I had to pay $10 shipping on them damn batteries. Ridiculous, man. And then she got on to me about that, and I said, "Well, I've been telling y'all for 2 months. When you're writing your list, I need some batteries. I've been out for 2 months." She got mad at me because I spent $10 to buy some. I don't go to the physical stores anymore unless I really have to. I haven't went in years. And it was at a store that I really figured that I had my problem. I was at Walmart one day, and I kid you not, we was in a line. We was in a line, and my back went out. And that day, they happened to, for whatever reason, they had moved all their benches out. I don't know why. I got sick. I got physically sick. That's when I started going to the doctor, really trying to find out what was wrong. That's when we chunked it down to the neurological. See, the Social Security, they prodded and prick too. But just as soon as I got I quit going.
I just got a killer new report.
They never did find out what was wrong with me. They did find I had several spine issues. I'm not sure we knew about the neurological then. Of course, I wouldn't have knew about it if one of my family members hadn't told me about it to check for it. When I explained what happened to me, he said, "You probably got it." I had the sick spell, like a sick spell. Like I couldn't stand anymore. My legs felt like it was rubber. And I had to walk all the way around the store to find me a place to sit down. Finally, I get to the back of the clothes section, close to close to the close to the dressing rooms. You know how far back that is. And ever since then, I don't go to the stores much. I do all my shopping online. And people says grab one of them carts. I absolutely hate, hate using those carts. And I'm going to tell y'all why. People are so fucking rude. I'm sure they deliberately do it. They stog around in your way. They block you. They block the aisles. By the way, wheelchair people get treated the same way. That's why I say during my crippled spells, I've learned to appreciate the handicap even more and even be a voice for them. Because I know what handicapped people, and I'm talking about people that are fully, that can't walk a little bit. I only imagine their pain. I only imagine their pain they have to deal. Because you not only have to deal with your sickness, you got to deal with the fuckers that disrespect you. So I just don't do it. I refuse to use the cart because it's a nightmare. And you don't want to definitely go to Florida and get one of them carts. Because Florida Walmarts are worse than Dalton Walmarts and Georgia Walmarts that I bring into. I don't know about Atlanta. I ain't never been to Atlanta. So I can't tell you what an Atlanta Walmart is like. But Dalton and Calhoun Walmarts are bad. Those are the Walmarts I've been to. And tried to use that damn chair. One time some guy walked by me and he said, just go ahead and run over him. I said, I can't do that. I'll get in trouble. Jeff Jarrett did me that way too one time, by the way. We was in Nashville. And I kid you not, he was out somewhere. Jeff Jarrett. These people, they were blocking me. He kind of got a face like he was irritated. He said, just run over him. He was at one of them. He was standing out at one of them. I don't know where he was at. I don't know if he was doing autographs or what, but we was going to a concert. I can't remember if it was Hinder. I can't remember if it was Metallica, because we've been to several concerts. These are the people we've seen in Nashville. Guns N' Roses, Foo Fighters, Hinder, Metallica, Motley Crue. So I can't tell you if it was the Motley Crue show. I can't tell you if it was the Metallica show. I can't tell you if it was Foo Fighters. But all I can tell you is Jeff Jarrett was out there. These people were blocking me. And he told me to run over. And it was Jeff Jarrett. I knew Jeff Jarrett when I seen him. He sounded like him. He had his voice. I don't know what he was doing at that place. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if he was doing. They had a wrestling show in there that I didn't know. But you know, sometimes bars do book them. He's standing there right in front of that little place. It was, I don't know if it was a restaurant or a bar. I don't remember, but now it was. My mama said that was Jeff Jarrett. I said, yeah, I know. She knew him because she grew up. She went to watch his father live, like her and her family, my grandmother and all them. They used to go see him. So Mama knew his family. It's his father. She told me that was Jeff Jarrett. Do you see who told you to run over those people? I said, yep. They're rude as fuck. I was at one concert. I believe this was Foo Fighters. This one lady, she come up. She said, are these people blocking you? I shook my head, yes. I got lost in my people. I got lucky I found them. I finally did see my daddy, and I thought, oh, thank God, there they are. She said, I'll show you how to get. Move out of the way. We got a handicapped person here. Move out of the way. I want to see some butts moving. She did that. Whoop. She had a whistle with her. She started blowing her whistle. And since she grinned at when she got me through the crowd, she grinned at me and said, you just got to get rough with these people. I'm a bus driver, by the way. That's what I do for a living. That's what she that's what she told me. They're rude, man. They'll stalk around in your way. You can't get around them. You're down low. You look like you feel like a fucking schmuck, like a fucking shrunk, a fucking midget. My chair was bigger than some chairs. This is a big old behemoth. It's made for people for over 400 pounds. You know, I was 380 when they first got it to me. When my doctor finally signed off and got me one. Uh, I was 380 pounds, 383. So it was a behemoth. That's why we don't have a vehicle to carry it anymore. We had a ramp that we carried that on my daddy's old van that me and him had to go have a hitch installed. And when that van tore up, we lost the ability to haul it. We lost the ability to haul that wheelchair. So now I just have to use the grand. I really need the wheelchair. I'm really not able to walk the distance, but I could sit down if I needed to. Now I can't really because they start yelling at me. Anytime I've ever tried to sit down, the car's just right around here. That's easy to say. Because when my legs give, they give. They're like rubber when they give. But now I could. There has been times I just forced it and just let them went on, and then I caught up with it. Because there's times I have to. They don't mean any harm. They just want to get to the car. I'm not mad. I want to get to the car too. I want to get to the car more than they do. I want to tell y'all something that went away after Rodney Howard Brown prayed for me. And I give him his credit. He saw me typing to some idiots attacking me one day, and he asked me, was all that true? And I said, yeah. And I put it down the phone for about 10 minutes. And I picked it up, and he said, I'm praying for you. I felt it, by the way. I felt his prayer. I felt like a tickle in my stomach come over me that night. Well, I'm going to tell you what did go away. Still got the neurological, still got the leg issues. But I used to breathe real heavy. Like, if I went out anywhere, I was going, oh, oh, yeah, oh, ooh. That's gone away. After he did that praying, I lost that huff and puff. It wasn't fast. It happened over time. I can't find my place. I don't know if it's that smog. I'm driving back, having to drive back around again because I missed it. Well, when he prayed for me, and I felt that tingle in my gut like I wanted to laugh. That's what happened. I wanted to laugh. Indeed, I was actually streaming the night it happened. I wish I could find the old stream. I told my audience, I said, I feel like there's a bubble in my gut, like I want to laugh. I didn't even know he'd said it. I kind of put the phone down and saw it later, like 10 minutes later. A long time ago now. That's back when he was chatting people in 2020 on Twitter. He would send you texts. I'm going to tell y'all and I know that doesn't mean anything because signs and wonders can fool people. But the fact that he helped pray to heal he didn't do it. Jesus done it. But that was his prayer. That's the thing about you people. You got to realize none of these men, none of them that was parading themselves. And I'm not accusing them of parading themselves around. I'm talking about people like the Pope and them who say these people are holy and all that. There, it's not them. If they do anything, like say if the Pope was real, if you ever did get a godly Pope that was real and he really was godly and he believed in Jesus, he was for all the right stuff, he still would be just a man.
Hey, I haven't seen you at the Epsilon training. You okay?
Some people think, if only I get to that preacher, if only I get to that Pope, if only I get this preacher to pray over me. What you really need, this is what you really need. You need to pray yourself, and if possible, find those around you to pray. And that's just as good as the pastor or the Pope praying for you. You see, your family could pray for you, and you could pray for you, and then that could heal you, because God could heal you. So there's a lot of people who think these people are because they got a big name or people knows who they are, or if I just get to him, I'm going to be healed. Rodney can't even do that. But what Rodney can do, he can get favor from the Lord, and the Lord blesses prayer, and then then you get blessed by him being blessed. Now that's something that can happen. And I got blessed with that because I'm gonna tell you, I got real bad there in the end. That huffing and puffing was horrible. I couldn't even sometimes go to the bathroom at times if I stood too long
This shit is
without
fire.
huffing and puffing and blowing my house down. I was puffing so much I could have blew my house down. Huffing a puffing a blow the house in. I could have blew the house in. Here we go. This is it. I found it finally in the day. I may be full. I'm full. Let's find one of our other garages. God, I ain't gonna get turned around. I hate these schmucks.
Place is getting
Box.
crowded.
Box me in where I had to tear my car up. Now let's see, what is the best route to get to that gun club? Because I know she owns the gun club. I think she owns one downtown somewhere that I don't know about. But I know she's got the gun club. I don't know where one of her places is. She owns it. I don't know where it's at. Where if there's a way I can see all of her garages? Let me pull over. Get out of the way, schmuck. I'm gonna park here for a minute. I just don't want to be out in the road. Thing is, I don't know. She ain't got no room in that. Or she's got a hangar. I wish I could remember what her places are. Let's see if she can get to that.
This is she. How can I help?
Y'all know me, I can't hardly see that damn map though.
I am quite satisfied with my internet provider. Thank you.
I don't hardly use this. Oh, here we go.
No, I won't tell them you're working late again tonight. I'm sorry. I really don't give a shit. Because I'm not sure can you take me off this list? Is really within the purview of my job. Look, I don't give a fuck. No. Just stop calling me. No, Mr. Dawson. I suppose finding another job would
I
help.
don't give a fuck.
Okay. Don't forget your golf outing this weekend. Hey!
I see how to enable passive mode easy though. No, I don't ever use this menu. I wish I knew how to get to that. Is that purple line yet? I can barely see that damn thing.
Let's hang out this weekend. Totally. Carrier on your hand. I'm going to get serious here. I'm warning you.
What's good?
Oh, I see. Okay. We're going wrong. I don't know why you can't mark that where you can see it better on that little map. I can barely see it.
Holy shit!
Because I really don't know. If I can see the line, I know where I'm going.
Damn.
Like I always see that yellow one. I don't see that little light purple. It just ain't visible to my eye. I think I think we turn here. I think I can sort of see it. Yeah, there we go. I see it. Sort of see it. Oh God, I just hit that car watching it. I think I just got off. I got off. There I have trouble seeing it the way it is. I got off. I can hardly make that thing out. I can see it on dark concrete.
Come see my band next week.
I don't know why they didn't make it we could set your damn GPS whatever color you want it. Cause I'm telling you, I'd pick the brightest color out of the crayon box.
This is Kelly.
See, when I get it dark, I can see it.
I like your car.
Okay, I think I'm coming up on it. I think it turned right in here. Yeah, I turned right here, I think.
I'm a birth American and a spiritual. Hello?
I'm afraid of Americans. I'm afraid of the world. I'm afraid I can't help it. I'm gonna make sure I not do that hard voice anymore. It blew my throat out last night. I like doing it, but I ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna study up about how to do those rough voices. I'm gonna practice with it without blowing out my throat.
Get that!
Is it that red spot there? That star? Is that where I'm going? I know she owned one down this way. I just don't remember where it's at. Because I bought it. And then I was bad at finding it.
It is what it is, you know?
It, a walking pile of shit. That sounds like something I'd do. I love when that guy yells that.
Talk to me.
Cause that sounds like something I would do. My mama gets on to me. Would you hush?
Hey, man.
You're so bad.
No, you fucking idiot. Listen up. The Lancey fucking may do it. We're looking at Tuesday, right?
I don't think I went the right way.
Yeah, that car is just asking to be robbed.
I wonder if there's another place I can buy.
Hey, what's going on, brother?
Hi.
I wonder if there's any garages around that I can buy. I know I'll spend up all of our damn money. I wanted to keep his car, man. I could drive out to the country and see if she's got that garage.
What's going on, my dude? Hey, how'd you get my number? Oh my god!
Oh my God. I don't remember how to get out that way. I don't want to go the wrong way. Oh yeah, I go out past all that, like the wizard and all that, whatever it's called. Not the wizard, the other one. That's a nice car. I like that one.
How's it going?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, looking forward to seeing you on set, buddy.
Daniel's saliva on your sleeve.
You alright?
Hey, what's up?
Traffic was murder. What's up?
Hey.
Bring your tambourine over and we'll light rock out.
Golly.
Ass face. Hey, space.
Yo, girl.
Hey, space.
Hey! There's no misunderstanding. Hey, let's meet up next week. I need to scoop something. How? I
This
hate to say
ain't
it, but
right.
I know you won't cheat on her. Hi, how are you?
Bon voiture.
Any more of those signs around? She's about running out of properties to buy. Well, I can always sell one if I need to. Let's see whatever's already here. Dryage Innocence Boulevard. I don't know where that's at. Wonder if I come with a garage. I'm scared to buy it. It may not come with a garage. Let's see if it does. If it don't, though, does she even have that kind of money? I wonder where the apartment's at. And now I gotta find it.
Yo, what's up? Oh, hello.
Does she go in the same building?
No, I was just gonna get lunch at Limey's.
You do. You do! Now she's got another garage. There we go, man. I'm gonna get rid of some of those other locations. And now she's short on cash now. How much money does she have now? Why is it not showing me her stats? She not have anything anymore? Oh, I know how to find out. Oh my. Oh, okay. She's down to 5 again. She was up to 9. She's got a long way to go and a short time to get there. She don't have a short time. She can get there anytime. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna change her clothes. Watch old bandit run. Watch old bandit run. Okay, let's see what kind of shoes we want. She is ready. Let me give her a bath. Probably should give her a bath first, but I did it. Dun dun ba bum 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 ba bum. Wow 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 wow. Wow, wow, wow. Well, wow. I'll see y'all later. Have a good day. Wow, wow. Bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Now remember, if you send me on Rumble, I may not be on Rumble every week if I don't go on. I'll try to go on, but you can always find it on Twitch. It's technically a Twitch show. I don't advertise it as Rumble, but I might be on Rumble. Da-dan, 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 da-dan. Let's get her out of the shower. Dan 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 dan. All we are saying is give peace a chance. All we are saying. What gets me? The party that used to be no wars is now pro wars. All we are saying is give peace a chance. Of course, now when it comes to Iran and places like that, conservatives are bad at war. Just saying. All we are saying, and you might be right. I might be wrong. They might be evil to the core. Just give peace a chance. I'll see y'all later. I don't mean any harm. I'm not damning anybody. The best thing to do, and this concludes me too, because I've got myself into so many things by opening my mouth. We probably really shouldn't, if it doesn't really concern us, we probably shouldn't say nothing. If it doesn't really concern us, we probably shouldn't say nothing.